just so you know.
Okay, you're good.
Well, I don't know if you are tracking, but 2 nights ago. Oh, Saturday night, right? Teach it Saturday?
Yeah.
We had a break-in. We came home and they were in the house, and they ended up going out, leaving through the back whatever it's called, storm drain or emergency exit, whatever it's called. And then today I came home. I just got off work out at Schriever and hit my garage and noticed it wouldn't go all the way up, and came in, couldn't cut the light on. The breaker was
What do you mean it wouldn't go all the way?
Like it would come up a little bit, like it was on battery or something. Like it would come up a little bit, stop, and then go back down. And then I would have to I had to inch it up, you know what I mean? I had to hit the button and make it stop. And anyways, I came in, the garage lights weren't cut on. That little, the laundry room light weren't cut on. So I went and checked the breaker. Breaker had been flipped. I noticed there was something hanging at little attic entryway in here. I noticed a string hanging down from there that wasn't there before. My wife told me.
So have you checked your house to make sure no one's in there?
No, I got my wife out of there basically as soon as I decided.
Okay. We're gonna go check your house real quick and make sure nobody's inside.
And somebody has been in the back, the second, whatever it's called, storm drain or whatever, that you can get to the basement.
The window well?
Through that window, the window well, yeah. I'm kind of freaked out right now, I'm sorry. They went in the first one the other night, in or out, and I saw footprints back there today. We didn't see any footprints the other day when the sheriffs were out here. So
okay.
Yeah,
if you guys want to wait out here, we're gonna go inside and make sure nobody's in there. Where's this attic thing that's supposed to be?
Right here in the garage.
It's in the garage.
And we know that. See that little piece of sheetrock sitting by the wall? That had been knocked down a couple weeks ago. We didn't think nothing of it. We thought it just fell down, but somebody must have. I looked around in the house. I don't see no entry point from the attic into the house.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on.
All right, just hang out here. We'll go check the house real quick.
And that, you know that there's a yellow string hanging out of that blue tub right there. It's tied to a hammer. It wasn't like that. Somebody had thrown that hammer up, and she heard that noise. Somebody threw that hammer up for whatever reason. When I got home, it was. I moved the cooler over here to grab that string because the string attached to a hammer was up in there.
Do you have a ladder?
I do not.
Okay. Can you see if one of your neighbors has one?
Yeah.
Because if we don't have a ladder, we're not going to be able to get up there.
Right. Where's all the commotion coming from?
The attic and apparently a downstairs window.
Also, I forgot to tell you, on the little motion sensor app, my wife said there's motion in the basement at 526.
Okay.
So, it was literally...
What window was open the other night?
The other night was, if you walk in the back, it was the first
I think we're good here, because this is where she was sleeping. She was going to sleep.
I know, I'm just going to check the whole house. Apparently they were out here for the same thing.
Recording.
That other room's just a storeroom.
Recording muted.
Did you look under that bed?
will. Hold on. Is this the screen he was talking about the other night when you guys were out here?
See, I never went downstairs with them. But I knew they were saying like, there was one that was moved or tampered with, or. And then they said that they saw somebody running out the back as soon as they got here.
Yeah, that's what you were just telling me.
Did someone take a case?
Yeah.
What was it, unfounded? Or just
I don't know what they know. It was a big 3 road.
we're good down here? There is. It's cold down here.
Nah, man, this window's wide open, dude.
Is it? Is it? Oh yeah.
That's what I said, man.
Pull those blinds up.
I can't find it. There's not like really a drawstring, which is weird.
Is it one of the ones that are like on or some shit?
No. Yeah, that screen's been removed.
I think someone was in here, man.
Yeah, I do too.
They ain't, yeah.
How's there no footprints or anything on there?
6-1 status arrest.
Code 4.
Good.
They might keep getting hit. We keep trying to get away with some shit.
Well, wait a second. But that steel grate's still on there.
Unless they took the time to put it back.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, I guess that could just lift up.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, someone... I think some... Because no one's going to leave that damn window open. It's freaking cold.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess we need to figure out how that grate goes with it. Does it just push
You know,
up?
and he says
Yeah,
there's footprints back there.
Yeah, well, it looks to me like it pushes right up. Because you can see there's a...
The basement thing's what's odd, or the attic thing's what's odd. He just said something was moved, like that thing was moved down, like the cover.
I don't know what he's talking. He said that fell down a couple weeks ago or something.
Oh, so that has nothing to do with this.
I don't know.
Well, if it was left unlocked, I mean, and it shows motion. I mean,
Something dripped on it. We're just trying to figure out what that.
Whatever
whole-
that is, that's old.
Yeah, but just trying to figure out what that whole string thing is.
So show me that. What you're
Yeah,
talking
so she said she heard a noise about 2 hours ago, ish, give or take. And, this, when I got home, I noticed there was a string, and I got home, I was like, there's never been a string. And like somebody had done that. and got it up there.
So the hammer was up there,
This
but the
was-
string was hanging
The
down.
string was hanging down. That's why I moved that over there to grab the string to see what it was all about. And that hammer that's our hammer.
When you have a window open downstairs.
Right, that's what I was telling you. The second one over is.
Yeah.
So they
The one here. So there's one that's closed. The screen's off. That was the one from the other night,
that was
right?
it. I haven't put the screens on. So let's back up a couple days. Sometime mid to late last week, that one that's open now, the screen had been popped off. And so we talked about it. It's like, hey, Sunday after church, I'll go get down in there, whatever. And then, but that Saturday night is when the other door, other window was open. You know what I mean? When we got home, or actually we walked in, we heard them leaving. So
Okay. I'm gonna go check the backyard where
I
that.
saw footprints also. So I'm gonna
Okay.
see those.
And is the only camera you have that doorbell camera?
We got motion sensors.
Did
but,
that pick anything up?
No, because it would have alerted our phones, and she was in the house.
Okay. I'm gonna go look in the back. Then I'll come talk to you.
Okay.
Who all was in the house tonight?
Just her.
Just your
My
wife.
kids, thankfully, are spring break.
Who's
their
who's?
moms. That's my neighbor, and that's my wife in the car.
Okay. All right. Let me go look out back, and I'll come talk to you.
No longer muted.
My shoes like right by the garage door. There's somebody I couldn't tell the grid pattern on it. I can run it from there.
Oh, she's getting hers. Oh, God.
So what time did you go to work last night?
I worked. Left
No
at,
longer
like,
muted.
I probably left at 1600, between 16 and 16:30 last night. Left a little early.
And when you left, that downstairs window, the one that's open, was that open or closed?
I haven't checked them since after the other night, Saturday. Saturday, I went and checked every window in the house, make sure they were all locked and shut, and checked them. And then pulled all the blinds down and closed the blinds.
So when you believe when you left for work, that window was closed?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Same last name.
And then the thing that closes the attic, that you just push it up, when you go up there, that was already down.
Yeah, that a couple weeks ago that had either fallen or been knocked. I'm not sure, but you can see where it fell because there's a pile of little sheetrock crumbles on the floor. So
Okay.
I don't know. There's something going on with that too because she's been hearing the noises like banging in the attic and then that hammer thing tonight. But like I said, I don't see no entry point into the house from the attic.
I didn't see one. Normally,
yeah.
like my house has the one in the garage, and then there's another one in one of our closets.
Exactly, yeah. And I haven't been able to look.
And
at
unfortunately, I can't get up there if we don't have a ladder.
Yeah, I know that she didn't have a ladder, and I haven't asked nobody else.
Okay, and what time did you get home?
It had to been close to 6 because I texted her headed home at 5:52, and I was on Bradley, coming down Bradley. So yeah, I was close to 6, maybe right after 6.
And that's when then you pulled in the driveway and tried to open the garage, and it would just like go partly up and then want to come back down, kind of like the sensors are getting set off.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially, and then the light. Yeah, thank you. The light, the garage light or whatever, wasn't coming on. So then I was like, something's up. I didn't think nobody was in the house or whatever, but I thought something was up with the garage door or the battery or something. And then when I came in and the lights wouldn't turn on in the garage, I went and checked the breaker. The breaker had been flipped. And then I saw that string.
The breaker was flipped?
The breaker was flipped in the garage.
Which breaker? What is it?
The breaker box is right there?
Yeah.
It was the garage breaker.
Well, if that was flipped, your garage wouldn't open. If we cut the power to your garage,
unless there's a battery backup to it or something.
I doubt it.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I mean.
Okay.
But you said it was coming up and down though.
It did. It went up a little bit and then came back down. Like it didn't have enough power to get all the way up. So it took me. And my wife said she heard me doing it. It took me like 3 or 4 times because if you can get it to stop, it'll go, whatever. So I just played with it and got it open enough. And then, like I said, I noticed that light on the garage unit there, the garage door unit wasn't coming on. So I left my truck lights on to see if anybody was moving around.
Okay, so once it finally opened, the light wasn't on.
Yeah, and then I walked to the house and tried to flip the garage light on, and then I tried to flip the washroom light on, and they were both off. So I was like, okay, let me check the breaker, and the breaker was actually flipped.
And then, so the lights don't work, all that stuff. You check the breaker, and then what do you do?
I flipped the breaker back on, and then the lights started working.
Okay.
So I mean, obviously the breaker had been flipped or whatever.
And then what did you do?
I noticed that string down. Then my wife came out of her room.
And is that your hammer?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I mean, it was. My son was playing with it the other day before he left. He was building something in the garage. So that hammer's been here. So, it's not mine. We might have brought it from. Like I said, we just moved here from South Carolina. It might have gotten our stuff somehow.
She's missing her garage door up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of her car?
Mm-hmm.
Was the car in the garage?
That's what she said, yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to her once I'm done with him.
But it was there when you came home?
I used it when I got home.
Yeah. What time did you come home?
About like 9 o'clock.
Okay. And you pulled the hammer down, then what'd you do?
Obviously, I was like, this is really weird. She said she didn't do it, obviously, and then
So you went in and talked to her?
I went and got her out of the house. Well, I went and got the flashlight, walked around the back of the house, and then I noticed the window, and I came back.
You saw that downstairs window was open?
That's the first time I saw that. And then I went and called.
And you saw the footprints at that time, too?
Yes, because I had the flashlight.
Okay.
I went, and then I immediately told her to get some clothes on or whatever. Got a pistol. Like I said, I have a pistol still in my belt. And called 911 at that very same moment. Didn't search the house at all.
Okay.
Because I did, second day in 3 or 4 days, I didn't want to.
What about, like, we didn't make this keypad.
But why would they steal your garage door open?
No, I'm saying we didn't make this keypad number. I'm just telling you.
Oh, the number?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, we didn't make it. It was like that.
And what's your wife's name?
Tecia, Tecia. Is it okay to go check downstairs? See if anything's missing or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. I want to talk to her first.
Okay.
And then you and her will walk through the house
Okay.
and see what's missing and stuff.
Okay. But I don't know. I just don't see anybody getting up in that crawl space up there
There's
from
really,
the garage level.
Yeah, there's no way for them to get up there.
Unless there's got to be some other way to get up there. They were in here and got her.
One out of 6 on copy of plate. Okay, Tisha, tell me what happened.
I mean,
Like,
I didn't see anything other than hear noise.
so, were you sleeping?
Off and on.
I'm gonna take this pistol and put it back in our room.
Okay.
Can I,
We could
this
talk.
is freezing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. We can talk inside.
I mean, it might have been like 2 hours ago. I heard a noise.
Okay,
But
so
I've been
so
hearing
let's start with
noises.
this. What time did you go to bed?
Maybe like 11.
Okay. And then you slept all night for the most part.
Kinda. Yeah, but I kept those doors locked so I didn't like come out of here.
Okay. And then you heard noises at some point.
Yeah.
What time was that, do you think? It's
It was
right
probably
now
like 2
it's-
hours before I talked to him, so he got up at 5:30 maybe, so it's probably like 3:30.
And what exactly did that wake you up?
No, like we haven't slept since this whole thing, so I heard everything. Like I can hear the wind on that little thing sometimes blows, like different noises all the time.
Okay. So what exactly did you hear?
It was like a bang,
Just
almost
one?
almost like it was hitting like a wall. But I just sat in here with a flashlight and with the gun loaded and didn't come out.
Okay. So you heard that bang, didn't hear anything else after?
And it wasn't the same noise we heard the other day when
Okay.
when whoever it was leaving.
And you said something about your motion detector.
You said
Yeah,
downstairs caught it?
the motion detector, it caught motion detector at like 526
Where?
in the
your house?
basement. It just says basement.
Okay. And you got an alert on your phone?
No, I just logged into ADT.
Can you show me that?
Yeah.
And the only camera you guys have, you said, is the Ring doorbell, and that
Yeah.
didn't get anything?
So there was, oh, and there was living room too. There was basement at 526.
And this is ADT.
Yeah,
Did you check? When did you check this?
just when we were in the car.
Okay.
And then there was living room motion at 529.
Okay. So, all right, let's back up real quick then. So you hear that noise probably about 3:30, and then did you just stay in the room till he came home and?
Yeah. I told him to text me when he was on his way.
Mhm.
So all I did was walk from here to here because I had this door shut and these two doors locked.
Mhm.
And I texted him back and I said, I'm going to unlock the doors, which were, because you don't have a key to get in this door.
Mhm.
Then I came back in here and locked this door.
Okay. So what did he tell you when he got home?
He just texted, well, he said he's headed home.
Yeah.
And then I heard the garage opening, but then I heard the garage closing, so I thought maybe he saw something wrong and was leaving. Because at that time there was another truck turn on too,
Mm-hmm.
like a neighbor, so I
Yeah.
just thought he was leaving, so I was like, where are you going? But then I heard it was him trying to get the garage. I guess the lights wouldn't come on or something.
Okay.
It wasn't working or something, or he said something was wrong with the breaker or whatever. So I still stayed in here until I knew it was him, and he said Tisha, and then I opened the door.
Okay. All right. Can I see that ADT stuff? And that doesn't set off like an audible alarm or anything
Because
like
it's
that?
on armed stay, because someone's in the house.
Okay.
If we weren't here and it was on a way, but like we have always just set it to stay just
Yeah.
because, you know. So like at 526, there was a basement motion. And then 529, there was a living room. Now, I don't know at which point these triggered you coming in or...
No, I didn't
So-
get home till after
Okay,
6 o'clock.
so these were the ones that went off.
So it started at 526.
Mm-hmm. And then there was basement motion again at 538.
So that means if someone came in, they left through that.
They came in down there, probably walked in.
But they would have had to leave through the basement.
Yeah,
Because your
Yeah.
last one.
538.
Five-
I see those. I'm
538.
going to just write those down. And then I'm going to take pictures of that. Here, if we can just sit it over here, I'm just going to write down what that says.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody knows. Did you, so anytime after the other night, did you go back down and open up the window blinds at all? Like twist them and open them?
Like during the day when we were on the Peloton.
Oh, so you did. Because I noticed I had closed them all like that.
Yeah.
And when I went down there the other night, that one and that one were
Yeah,
open
because
back
it's
up.
dark.
Okay,
so,
alright.
And is
yeah.
this living room motion up here? That's
That
this?
right there.
It could be anywhere
Okay.
in
So
the
that
living
means
room.
they-
This is the only
I would,
motion that we
I
have.
would guess if I had to recreate it, they came up these stairs right here. It caught them.
Yeah.
Maybe they went to the garage and then they left out at whatever it was, 538. You said.
538 was the last one, and
Basement.
Then the next one was the living room fault, which was when I opened the door. You said you were on the way. I opened this door and I came out.
Yeah,
and
but did you come in here?
No, but I mean,
It ain't gonna pick
It
you
ain't
up
gonna
if you
pick me
just
up,
walk
yeah.
that way.
I
So-
just walked through there.
So yeah, they walked up through here and back down.
Okay. So let's go look through the house and see if it looks like anything's missing or anything like that.
Nothing up here looks disturbed. You're still there once again. They were same thing the other night. I mean downstairs. I guess. What was the first time on the downstairs motion?
5:30.
Yeah. No, 526. Sorry.
526.
They were.
So 12 minutes basically they were in the house.
And
Yeah.
the only valuable stuff really downstairs is Holly's room.
Yeah.
I don't see any mud in here, so somebody came from upstairs. You know, if they walked across the dirt there, they would have got muddy.
Yeah. So that's the one that was open.
Yeah, but did you guys twist the blinds open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
See, there would have been.
Yeah, because we couldn't figure out how to pull them up
How do
to
you pull
look.
them up?
I think you just Tisha, you just push them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just pull them down.
Okay.
See, I can't tell where they stepped because there would have been dirt. If they walked where you're telling me they walked, if there was dirt, they would have tracked it in. They would either had a shoe print right here or wherever they would have stepped.
Does it look like anything's missing?
Nothing doesn't look like anything's.
Everything's basically the way you left it?
Tisha?
I don't see anything. I mean, I see the camera, all that stuff is here.
Yeah, like nothing looks disturbed at all.
Another camera in there.
All the doors were shut too when I came out,
Yeah.
so they didn't like rummage through anything.
We don't know anyone.
So you guys don't know anyone that would do this?
Oh, we don't even know the first. We just met the neighbors by going to go tell them about what happened last time. Because we never talked
I mean,
to
the
anyone.
kids know one family around the corner, but
But you can't think of anyone that would want to come in here and mess with you guys or anything
no, I
like
haven't
that?
had any interactions with anyone.
Okay.
You said this was completely locked up.
Yeah, I went around and locked everything the other time.
He checked them several times to make sure there was a lock. Because you notice that some of the windows had been open after the first time
Yeah.
unlocked.
And was that screen already removed?
It had been removed, like I said, prior to the first break-in or whatever, and I didn't get to it to put it back on before the other break-in happened the other day. And we've been just so freaked out since then.
Like, I literally would not. I left and stayed gone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I didn't want to be here. He was gone so long. But
Okay. What I'm gonna do real quick, you guys can hang out here, do whatever you're gonna do. I'm just gonna take some pictures and stuff, and then before I leave, I need to get pictures of the ADT
Okay.
stuff. And then I might try to get some fingerprints off that window.
okay.
It's gonna make a mess. It's black powder,
Okay.
but it just
Isn't that what they did on the last one?
wipes right up.
I think they did that on the other one.
Because the only thing I could say for sure somebody touched is the window. I'm not gonna be able to get anything off the grate.
Yeah. I
But-
think me and Mayo just touched this part right here, so.
Yeah, it's fine. And
but that
Yeah.
door's locked. I don't understand.
I guess I'll start pictures down here.